Hi, my name is Reggie Bosom, the product manager of Cree Arts and Craft Association. I work with the artists on producing products all over the nation, Cree Nation. For one piece, we do have different tools here that we use day-to-day life in the USG. We do have paddles that we use, and there's always a man and a woman paddle, and it's a tradition for us to have that. Also, we do have the shovels that we use to carry around in the bush. It's very useful. Also, as for this stick, this is a new generation that a young fellow made all by hand, and he lives in the Jibugamu. His name is Cajun Kunishish. We do have moccasins, and these are made all through the Cree Nation. As you look over here, we do have different items that are these are all authentic items that are made from our artists, and this is one of the most authentic pieces that we have, and the embroidery is all in moose hide, and it's all tinted moose hide, dyed moose hide. So this is one of our main big pieces. You're also going into, if we're talking about the paddles and all that, well, this is a tool that makes that. This is called the Mugadagan. It's called the crooked knife. And this one specifically made by Sam Yanscom from Mistisney. And he's been producing them for about 2 years now, so which is he's doing pretty good. And this is all made by hand. So, and then you look into the Tamarack bird. I have a big one here, and this was made by Roderick Blacknet from Wishgaganish, one of our workers on this stuff. And he has a son named Harvey Blacknet. He's the more very artistic man, and he's very young, and he produces a lot. So this past year he's produced probably about $16,000–$17,000 worth of Tamarack. So we're pretty big on Tamarack right now. So then we've got our mittens here that we use in the winter, in the cold weather. The artists make these for the kids too, to play outside and do whatever with them in the snow. And also we do have spruce baskets that were made back then, where food was put in there, or different things that you need to whatever you need to use for that. Also, we have tools here. These ones are this is a moose bone, moose leg. This is to scrape the moose hide, take off all the hair on the moose hide. Also take off all the fat. So you do the proper works to get an outcome like this. This is the same thing. When you see the moose hide that's very thick, and there's a lot of meat and a lot of fat on it, well, this is it's heavy. It is birch, so it's pretty heavy. So by the time you put it on, you go like this, and you have a pole, and you start hitting the pole and taking off the fat. So, which is very ideal for the artists and that live off the land. And then this is a contemporary art that an old man made. He's an elder from Mistisney. His name is Alfred Kunkam. It's Matthew Kunkam's father. And this specific art is all about him. One day he just came to us and showed all this, and he never always made this, it's not all the time. And then also you have not just the front, but you have the back, and these are all speckled trouts, both of them. So you have that. So this is how it looks like when you start on the paddle. This is, the shovel that I showed you back there. This is how it starts, and then the elder comes in and starts carving the whole thing. And It takes a lot of time, but they get to do the job. So,
and what's this thing?
this is a beaver pelt. A lot of the elders would put it on a stick like this. Sometimes it's just to stretch it and to make use after. But a lot now these days, there's different things that we could do. We could even put it like this and put it on a wall. It gives us like a little picture frame of the wild. This stuff goes on the mittens, snowshoes, moccasins, and that's pretty well used. Yeah. So this is what CNACA does. We promote the artists. You know, we enhance them to produce more products in the Cree Nation, and I encourage them to do that more. And hopefully, within 2-3 years, the younger generation will take that and use it, and keep on going throughout the years that are coming.
Well, my name is Melvin Moore. I'm originally from Waskaganish, and I live in Rowan right now. So, and I do like a Tamarack decorating, but I changed it to different. Do you see these pictures here? I don't know if you can really see them. I changed them to other designs of like original birds people do. They do only the birds, but me, I changed it to different designs and different things on what they do on Tamarack birds, Tamarack branch. Well, I guess you could say that to experiment on new things that could be done with Tamarack branches. So I just tried it like that, and then as I was going, it was getting better and better as more and more stuff went to my head to try different things again, different as I go.
A bit complicated for me because I'm not that good with my hands like my dad, and I've seen him do this for like since I was a kid, all my childhood.
Where could you find them? I have a Facebook page on. I use a Facebook page. I made myself one where I enter everything that I make, and I sell it from there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
On Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Have you sold your products to Europe or?
They took them to France one time when they
went there?
Yeah, when they went for and other places they ordered them from there, so I have to ship them by mail or things like that to sell it to other farther places.
Hi, my name is Gaston Cooper. I work with the Symposium Cree Cultural Institute. This is our booth. Cree Cultural Institute is not only a museum but also a cultural center. It's also a learning center, and an archaeology department is also in there. We have stuff dating back to the 17th century. As you can see, you can visit us online or in person in Ojibwe. I just want to show you some of the pictures that we have here. Some of the people that have already visited our village, and some of the stuff that we have. Like, for example, the Odiak, the famous Odiak. This is a symbol that the Crees have, and the Inuits have come together to defeat Great Whale. So the actual boat is in our museum. And we also have other artifacts that you can see. For example, in this picture, a canvas canoe. And we have other stuff from, like I said, from the 17th century that you can actually see the living history of the people of James Bay. And this is the Anshogum. The building itself is entirely made out of wood, the architecture. We've already won numerous awards internationally and also here in Quebec. For example, the Prix du Québec in Quebec City. That's one of the prestigious awards that we won here in the province of Quebec. Also in Europe, we also won the web art for our website, the interactive part where you actually can visit the museum by internet. And if you go on this site, we brought along some of the archaeology stuff. So if you can see some of the stuff that was found in the EUSG, dating back to so many hundreds and thousands of years, from arrowheads to knives to all kinds of little stuff that the Crees have used in the past.
So what is the oldest arrow that we have here?
Well,
Arrowhead, I mean.
not on this one, but on display we have arrowheads dating back to the, probably thousands and thousands of years ago. I believe at one time one of the archaeologists said that they found something that resembles a scraper or that it was a tool that was used by the Crees as far back as 5,000 years ago. So there is evidence in EUSG that the Crees have been here many thousands of years ago.
So these little things here are called flakes, right? From my understanding.
Yes. Okay. These are just samples. Some of the stuff that we decided to show, and people can learn from them at the same time. And hopefully down the road they will see the real old stuff in Ojibwe.
So an instrument like the one I see right here, that's for cleaning food?
These are mainly tools. For example, they could be used for like scrapers, or they can use it. They can use it as shafts, or like tools, or to break apart a bone or something like that, or to scrape off the meat or something like that, or even the hide, to clean the hide. These are some of the tools that they have used in the past.
And you also have a couple of videos and stuff that you've done, right, over the couple of years?
Yes, we have some videos here that are available. These are some of the stuff that, some of the video footage that we've managed to capture while in EUSG, while on dig. And we also have a nice brochure, a sample of some of the work that the archaeology department has done with the youth in USG. So it really shows you some of the stuff that as you can actually see, like pottery and arrowheads and scrapers and stuff like that that was found in the USG. There's still a lot to be discovered in the USG, and this is only the beginning.
That's right. I was once with your team. We went 3 months out, and you can spend a whole week and find one little flake.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's very interesting to see this.
Well, what's interesting also is the fact that when people do go out, our elders will often say, "This is where I camp." So when they dig in that camping area, it was a favorite camp of my father, my grandfather before me, and stuff like that. And when they dig into that, they manage to find more stuff dating back further into their history at the same point, for example. And it shows that the Crees have always settled there every year or something like that, or if they were passing through the portage, you would find some evidence of them there hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
And then these are just...
Yeah, these are some of the promotional items that we have. We got some stuff that the kids can take, like the magnets and the bracelets, and as you go along, we're promoting on Shogum here as a museum. We even have our regular stuff, our T-shirts and shirts and mugs and stuff like that. We also have a store up in the Ojibwe, a gift shop at the Shogum, and this is where we sell most of the stuff, like for example, arts and crafts, moccasins, mittens, and t-shirts and so on. Even jewelry, for example. We bought some jewelry made by Cree people. Gives you an idea what they look like. One of the biggest challenges we have is to create a partnership with the local artists or even the artists in the region. I can see in the next table before us we have some ladies from Nemska that are sewing. Most of the stuff that they've already produced, we do often try to have a network with them where we can buy directly from them and resell it on their behalf. So, as you can see, the Nemska table has beautiful artwork, arts and crafts, from muck rugs to bags to little snowshoes.
That's Eva.
And this is Eva from Nemska.
So that is caribou hide, right? Moose hide. Okay. How long does it usually take to make a glove, let's say?
how many days it took about you just Muguji 3 days.
About 3 days.
Yeah.
And if you go further down the road, we have a good buddy from Nemska here, who's a wood carver. He specializes in magayigans, he specializes in making spoons and stuff like that. And of course, shishigun, some of the traditional tools using bone. For example, this is a scraper for to take off the fat of a beaver, for example. And you can see some of his other tools that he has brought with him.
I just made a goose head on my spoon. It's a new style.
So what kind of wood do you use?
This is birch.
Birch?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you use birch?
The reason why this is what the first time when I see when they make something, they always use the birch. So I guess it passed on to me. That's why I'm using the birch too. So that's it. And
do you actually use them for something? What are they used for?
this one is a rattle for baby, put him to sleep, but actually it's not finished. And this one is for, you put your rope here for knitting your fishnet. Put your rope here and you knit. And this one is for beaver, scraping the skin of the beaver. It's a scraper, I guess you call it. And this bone is for the, after when you finish knitting your snowshoe, this is when you fix to make your lines straight. You use this for this piece of bone here, and that's about it. This is how it looks before when I start, and after when I finish, it looks like this. Yeah. Yeah. And what else? This one is just to start. It looks like this, and when almost done. But anyway, when I'm finished with these, they're gonna look like this. I can make a different designs here. Any design I can figure out. So they look like this after when I'm finished. And the stain, I use tea. Put them in a couple of nights, like 2 nights or 3 nights. Then after I dry them out, they become like this color. So that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks very much, James.
All right.
Hello, I'm Jason Otter. I'm studying here at the university. I'm an artist since the age of 4, and this is the art I've been portraying here. These are like I made these because of my sister used to make designs on moccasins and all that, so I was trying to create something a little different.
Okay, so they're mini moccasins, huh?
Yeah, mini moccasins.
Okay. That's very nice. And these things are the same things too?
Yep. It's just the designs are different. These are usually the main designs that the Cree people use on their logos of their moccasins and on their gloves, gauntlets, I should say. There used to be a picture that my mom has, an old black and white picture of how the native population used to be in the bush. That's actually one of my relatives fishing on the ice. So I just took that picture and I just painted it. I mean, drew it.
And how about that picture there?
Well, it's about I was trying to create something that's teaching about native culture and all that, about how we used to live in the bush, and so I designed a male and a female to portray as the book, as the teacher. This is actually art that I made just to show that usually paintings like the one on top, like whatever direction you look at it, it's always the same. So I was trying to create something on that actually moves with you. So whatever side you're looking at, it's always a new piece of art. I'm from originally from Wasan people. I live here in Val-d'Or.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I go to school at the university.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a student here.
What do you take there?
Human resources right now.
Okay.
Business management.
Okay. So this is a part-time job you're doing, or?
Oh yeah.
A bit of both.
I only had like 2 minutes 2 weeks window to do my art, so I had to come up with something quick. And these designs I already had like in my head for a few years, but I decided I'll show them off, see how that turns out.
Because they're much lighter than white paint.
Yeah. They were teaching us about the lighter ones.
Hey, shave. Cologne. Cologne.
We're from Tsesibi, and from the Tsesibi Heritage and Cultural Center. And this is our elders. One of our elders, she works at, she makes crafts for our, we have a gift shop at our center, and they prepare moose hide, and we also have carvers at the at our Mitukan, we call it. It's a traditional dwelling, so that's where they make and carve crafts, and also we're selling our local artists, mostly our local artists from Tsesibi. We're promoting their arts and crafts. Yes.
So your store is in the middle of that, around the main near the restaurant? Is that where it is?
No, it's a new building. It's Shop Tuan. It's a
Shop Tuan.
Yeah, it's a new building, so that's where we have our shop. But the elders, they have a traditional mitukan, we call it, and that's where they spend the day and make crafts. Sewing and preparing and anything they can make. Even in our collections, for our heritage, they make anything we ask them. Anything.
This is the elder?
This is Phyllis, one of the elders. And she makes slippers or baby moccasins, and she even makes baby rattles. She makes lots of crafts. Baby moccasins are very popular. Yeah, baby caribou moccasins.
And what about these spoons here? Are those yours?
No. Those are spoons made from the elders at the camp, at the little factory place that they work. Those are mostly made by men, elders men. So I brought them here to show them, what we do back home, what we sell in our little shop.
Neighbors. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. All right.
I know he makes a lot of stuff. So this stuff,
They don't usually use this only like I have for small ones for children, but the others are here.
This is the teacher. This elder here is the teacher. His name is Bertie Lawchap. That's his son, George Lawchap. Mother, Marianne Lawchap. How many years did Mago have? You wouldn't know how many years do you do it? We're looking about 30, 40 years, 50 years. "45 years of making of." That's why she's fast. Very fast. See, they started at the same time. Look where she's at. That's the teacher. They were award winners tonight. Yeah, that's why I said I captured them. Yes, they're the award winners of the traditional. They've been there for a long time, and they've been with us. We've took them to Vancouver 2 or 3 years ago. Took them to Vancouver, and they were our demonstrators in Vancouver. And it was a very good experience for them because they'd never been that far out west, down south. So we created good grounds with them. So after that event, they look at me and say, "Why don't you come with us in the bush?" And you have to fly by plane. It's 10 grand just to go over there. So she invited me with her husband and her kids to go hunt and trap in their territory. So one day I will. I can't even keep up this way. Looking.
Did you ever do that?
No, but they want to teach me how to do it. They're telling me they come to their camp and spend time with them there. I will.
I had somebody in Center last year.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and it was round.
So George, how many years have you started doing it?
I just started. Actually, I started that before.
When you were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're taking that knowledge from your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. Transferring it to your family?
Yeah,
Well, you're doing an awesome job. I encourage you. And this one, she's sewing.
Hi, Wajah. My name is Tim Wiskachan. I'm a Cree artist from Waskaganish. I'm proud to say I'm Cree. I've been painting for 30 years now. I started when I was 17, so about 45. So I enjoy being here and I love to share my culture, my art. I've been very productive. I've been doing a lot of work over the years. And I don't stop, I continue. I love to do workshops, visiting other communities, also sharing with other artists. I learn a lot from different artists. I also meet a lot of elders along this kind of gatherings. Elders are very important to pass on. So young people like us, we need to absorb their knowledge, to share their knowledge. So it's very essential. As an artist, it's very important to carry on those traditions and values and teachings. Well, my work is mostly done with acrylic paints, and I demonstrate with airbrushes to create effects. Sometimes I do a spur of the moment paintings. At times I would use rough paper or a bit of here and there, some garbage I would say, and I turn into these patterns into art. I transfer them on the image. I spray with my air gun, which is here. Well, right now it's a hose, but I have an air gun here. I spray. I mainly use it for backgrounds too, and I do my effects like mist or clouds, or different effects. But the airbrush is a very essential tool. I pre-mix all my paints with water, and I do use paintbrushes too. Like this is like a 20-year-old brush almost. Look how used it is. I still keep them clean, soap and water. It's #1 rule. So I love doing acrylics. They're non-toxic. They're easy to work with. They dry fast. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I like it. My art composes of different styles. I could say I'm a multi-artistic person. I do renderings for murals, concepts for metal work, monuments, sculptures, design, compositions, logos. I do a lot of logos for companies, like CNACA's logo, that's mine. The social economy is mine just recently. So a lot of companies I've done. Art-wise, I saw a lot of paintings. I count, I don't know how many. I lost count now. So it's a non-stop career. I have a full-time job. I work as a cultural coordinator, but on the side I also do art and painting, teaching, workshops here and there. I go to these kind of events too to showcase my projects, my work, where I get involved. I travel a lot now, different countries. I got many invitations from. Right now, I'm currently doing an exhibition with 11 nations in Montreal. So there's a group of Native artists in Quebec. I'm part of that, which I'm proud to be representing the Cree Nation. So this is an honor. Tomorrow I'll be going to another workshop with the Youth Council and the youth in Waswanipi. I'll be doing a workshop. I'll be talking about my work, and showing the young people how to paint, how to mix the colors, composition, all the techniques that I have experience. Looking forward to pass on my skills, my knowledge to young people of Waswanipi. That's pretty much what I do. But there's more stuff I've done over the years. So I enjoy what I do. Art is a good profession if you're really good at it, if you know how to market yourself, all that. So I can say I'm very successful with it. Very happy to be able to have this career as an artist. Thank you, miigwech. Drawing of my late dad, a portrait, pastel, a charcoal. Some more. These are brush strokes. Still keep those. Stained glass concepts. Watercolor. One of my favorite landscape. Done in 1 minute. Right? Cool. Portrait of my late dad. It's etching, printmaking. Harry Wishkachan. Still painted with feathers. Little fireballs. Me in the future.
That's you making the
Cree painting. Yeah, this is a concept at the college. Multimedia logo I just recently did again. Company. Good.
Well, my name is Matthew Perabno from Mysticity, and I do oil paints. Only painted for about a little over a year, maybe.
So what type of paintings do you do?
I mostly do landscape paintings, and here's some of my work. More like a hobby at first, but then I really started to get into it, and yeah, I've been doing it ever since. And, it's just like a way to get away from everything, and clears my mind. I stop thinking about everything else, and I just think about this. So it's just a way of getting away from everything. That's what I use it for. That's about it.
My name is James Long. I do oil painting. I've been painting for 2 years.
What type of paintings do you do?
Landscape.
Landscape?
Yep.
And what inspires you when you're... What gives you ideas to paint, and do you go out to the bush and...
Yeah.
Yeah, and you paint over there?
Yeah.
Where do you usually go?
In camps.
Your camp is in the Mysticity area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mysticity.
Is it by the lake?
Yeah, it's by the lake.
And what are the paintings that you do? Oh, it's over there? You have those ones?
Yeah.
And even these ones here?
Even these ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this for?
2 years.
2 years, huh?
Yeah.
And you plan to do it for a long time?
Yeah.
Is it a hobby like him or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hobby.
Okay. Good. All right. Thanks.
So, my name is Dario Izagirre, and I work for the Cree Regional Authority from 2003. I am an archaeologist, and now we work in collaboration with the Symposium Cultural Institute. So we are here because we think that the archaeology is part of the Cree culture too. So we try to tell the people the story of the Cree people before the arrival of the European people. So in this showcase, you have arrowheads and artifacts coming from the East Main area, East Main River area. So now the sites where we found the things are underwater. So in this part we have arrowheads, probably 4,000 years old, and other ones more recent, probably 1,000 years old. And in the middle is tips of drills. We have knives and scrapers. So just to tell you, those things are not just treasures or pieces of rocks. Each piece have like a message about the story. Those rocks tell us how the people do in the bush, what the people do in the bush to survive. The arrowhead, they use the arrowhead to hunt, or the knife to cut the animals, and the scraper to work with the skin. So our job is try to understand how the people live in the past, and after that tell to the people the story of them. This showcase is a part of one exhibit. The exhibit is Remember This. It's a mobile exhibit, and we show that in the 9 Cree communities in the north, and probably that's gonna move around Val d'Or or Wayne or other areas. This exhibit tells to the public what we found in the East Main River Reservoir, how the people live in this area, and how the people feel about the loss to this land, because you know it's a big reservoir, and those people can't hunt now there because it's underwater. So that affects the animals, the wildlife, and the traditional life for the Cree people. So that is our work.
Which is the oldest areas here? They're all 4,000 years old, or give or take, huh?
Almost.
Is this one there?
Yeah. It's a guess, because you know, it's just because the shape to the arrowhead. We don't have but the date, the oldest date that we have for the Bay James area is 5,000 years old. That's come from the Rupert River area. We get that date with carbon-14 technique, and we can say that the people was there 5,000 years ago.
But according to history, what do you think? Do you think we'll find even older stuff, like maybe 7,000 or is that the 5,000 is like what we know?
No, it's possible. It's possible. It never is impossible. Just the last year in Waskaganish, we found a site. We don't know how old it is, but it's very high. So that means to us that it's just a little bit after the glacial melt. So probably it's a big point, and probably it's older than that things, but we don't have any date. So we can go back 8,000, but probably it's 7,000. It's possible, but we don't have nothing for now.
Well, the Crees were around 8,000?
It's difficult to say it, because you know, we can't tell exactly what happened. We can't put a straight identity how explain you? If you found a cup of beer from the 70s, this right Molson, you can say this Molson, you know, or other things when you have the mark. But in the arrowheads and the stuff, you don't have any marks. So we are not able to say this thing are Cree stuff, but we can say probably the ancestors of the Cree. So you know, you see the difference. But for other things, more recent, we can put a mark and say that is Cree, that is Cree, that is not Cree. In the same side, we can say if something is Cree or not. But when it's older, it's very old, it's impossible.
So this is a template. This is a positive, negative. So what I do sometimes is I put it here, back, go back here. This is not the brother. Oh, that's good. It's this one here. After I got much money, I use that as a template. Another template. Now we can go back painting it inside. We thought it was a finish, eh? Was it same thing? Then you take a dark color. Here's my spatula. Very important tool. Right here. Using my finger. I won't give the finger like this. Just use this one. Although you can still use it if you want. It's bigger. A little más go my. If I want to paint my nails right now, I just put it here. Oh, mistake. Happy mistake. Stain it if you want to. Yeah, there's your goose one. You can use the other one, the other template as a backup. Use masking tape.
That was last year.
And go back here. Yeah. That's the template you could use for it. Keep it here. This. Look at that. Mix the blue, mix the brown in it. Make a darker color. Test the color. It's better. Darken the beak. Control the air. Good. Here's this thing here. It's your palette. There's your feathers. Spray like this. Another side. Hola. Take a break. Have a coffee break.